Alright, so try that again, I guess. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Like, Rocket League just said, hey, I'm gonna crash, and that's gonna be a thing.
Alright, I do warn you, I am one of those teammates that's trash at this game, so probably not some ranked.
No, I won't.
Yeah, let's just do casual standard.
Yeah, we'll just do casual standards. You gonna do nothing super saucy here.
I need to like bum a goal explosion off of somebody who has one to trade at some point. I can never get a goal explosion. It's garbage.
I actually think I only have the Grim Reaper behind.
I couldn't even get that one. Everyone has goal explosions except for me, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how much money I need to throw at this game before I get rewarded.
Yeah, I ain't got none.
Oh, by the way, was I supposed to read that script, or am I just gonna be ad-libbing things?
I mean, the script is more of a guideline. So, I mean, we're just gonna pry you for information, and...
I can give you information.
No. And maybe some extra juicy information. We'll see, though.
My information comes with minimal juice.
Rip. No extra sauce. No nothing. My gameplay will be slightly lacking. I try to put it in the corner.
Middle. Oh, it's gonna come middle again.
Have no move. Back though. Oh, okay. I did not expect him to. Good shot.
Wait.
Yeah, he wasn't saving that.
That's 100% planned. We did that all on purpose.
I can't speak for you. I placed it.
It was planned.
Oh, that was not planned. Unless it was a tactical fake.
Gonna bump the crap out of them,
shit.
I guess.
I ran out of boost.
Shit.
I'm on the other side.
Oh, I didn't see him. I was gonna try to dribble it.
He didn't see.
Lot. This guy does not like me at all. Being super rude about it.
Oh, shit. There's no boost back here. Everything sucks. Oh, I only got 14 boost. I should not go for that. I'm moving back.
Alright, I'll
Oh,
push up.
these boost hogs. I'm also used to playing duos mostly.
I mean, you're basically playing a 2v2.
Oh,
I
he
think I
caught
put
it.
this
I
ball
thought he
like
was gonna miss
twice.
it. Good shot.
Ooh! Ooh, that was sexy.
Stream, come back. Alright, guys. So, well, ImPyyy completely dominates this match, and we get that hard carry.
Jesus, look at the scoreboard. Just showing the scoreboard.
We get that hard carry.
Alright.
Being super about it.
We had Weekend Warfare on Saturday. It was Prominence Poker. There was a shit ton of attendance. Holy cow.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. Wasn't there like 40 something or something like that? I think that was what I heard.
There might have been 40 signed up, but there's definitely not 40 people participating. My lobby had 10, and I think I was one of 220 that showed up. I'm lagging like a bitch. So there's at least 20 participants.
That's still a lot.
The winners, though, facts, and that game is gruelingly long, especially when it's a weekend warfare. Holy cow! I don't even want to know when it ended. But our winners in first place was KSI Blood 7, a DM cat. In second place, we had KSI Jax the Wolf. He was from DL, and then in third place, we had KSI the Hero, who was from CD. So correct. English. Congratulations to those guys. Huge shout out. Thanks for the participation from everyone else. Definitely goes to support your division in the Divisional Cup, which we will be talking about today.
Yes. That'll be a little bit later on, though. Going a little bit more about it.
Oh. Damn. There he is.
What's up? Anyways, this next weekend warfare will be on Forza. Is that how you
We actually got 2 weekend warfares. But Forza.
Forza.
Oh my god, I'm actually trolling.
Forza. With a T,
Is
if
it
you want to be
Forza?
Italian.
I think it's
Apparently,
Forza.
I've been yelled at about that. I always thought it was
Interesting.
Forza, and then purists tell me that the proper Italian way is Forza.
I don't know. I'm not Italian. So, we'll go Forza. Forza 5. But that will be a S-Class tournament. And that event will start at 8 p.m. Eastern as usual. By S-Class tournament, guy, can you be a little bit more specific on that? Because people like me that don't understand what that means.
Okay, so there's A-class vehicles, B-class vehicles, C-class vehicles, and then there's S-class, which I'm assuming is the best, as it is S-class. But I don't know a whole lot about the game either, so...
I think S is right above A. I think there's definitely higher than S.
S-plus or something, maybe SS.
There's there's a whole bunch of other ones, but S are nice vehicles. S will get you where you're going to in a good amount of time.
We're talking, these are like Ferraris and stuff. All that good jazz. Maserati.
Let's just... It's not a Kia.
Not a Kia.
It's not a Kia.
I mean, I kind of like my Kia. But, okay, so that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 21st of Saturday. As normal, the sign-ups close 30 minutes before the event starts, as you guys know. That would be 7:30 Eastern. Also, the same exact week here, on the 21st as well, marks the start of the Minecraft build-off, which the theme is video games. So we're talking like Halo, COD, all that good stuff, that type of theme within your Minecraft.
Rocket League.
Rocket League. ImPyyy will do Minecraft. Rocket League. You driving? Don't they have like carts or something? You can like carts. Not that guy.
Well, I just
I don't
zoned
know
out
how
guy
long
and I
Minecraft
gave it such a
either.
little kiss. I stayed away from Minecraft. I do not need any more vices. I haven't needed that vice for years.
Yeah, I'm not a super Minecraft guy.
Oh my god. There are some rules and regulations. You can only start building on the 21st of April at 8 p.m. Eastern. There will be a world seed messaged out to all team captains on the 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern. This seed must be used by all teams. Any team that does not use the provided seed will be disqualified. Must be in creative mode. Sorry, chat.
Glad they didn't push that.
Multitask here.
Because I missed that.
No texture packs can be used in this build-off, so it must be a standard texture pack, whatever that means. There can be 1 to 4 members on a team, including the captain. So 4 people is max, 1 people is the minimum. If you'd like to go solo at it, would be Impressed. Your team can be made up of anyone from any division, meaning the team does not have to come solely from one division. So if you got some cats from CD and you're from DL that you hang out and play Minecraft with, go ahead, build a team together. If you're from EO and you can't find a full team of Minecraft, you can reach out to other divisions, stuff like that. If you guys need help with that, I'm sure your Divisional 7s can help you out in that area. You can edit posts to add teammates. So if you know for sure that you will be participating and you would like to just kind of gather resources, see who you want on your team and stuff like that. Sorry, MP. You can edit your post later as long as it is your team
Oh
is
fuck!
fully
I think I hit that back in.
put in on the 21st by 8 p.m. Eastern.
Did.
There's no limit on how many teams per division, and judging will take place a week later, exactly 1 week. I don't know how many hours that is, but on the 28th of April at 8 p.m. Eastern, judging will commence. And that is all the rules for the Minecraft build-off. Now, I know in the past we've had issues with when signups close for the Minecraft, so I would just presume to have your team signed up by the 20th. Just to be safe, never hurts. I'm not exactly sure when the signups close. I didn't look at the post. I'm sure the post actually says. But better safe than sorry in that regard. But that is our news for Weekend Warfare. This is a hard game to play while doing a news show.
yes, it is. It is quite difficult. So, I guess, I think we're doing okay, because, we're, like, tied. Not, like, getting trash. We won the last game, so...
We dominated the last game.
Well, ImPyyy won the last game.
I was gonna say, yeah, ImPyyy dominated the last game. Oh, we both went for that and missed.
I was just trying
No, I should not have gone for that. Shouldn't have gone for that. Whoopsies.
Oh,
Oh!
wow, he kept that nice and low. That surprises me. I thought for sure he's going to pop that up.
Same as last week, we got So You Think You Can Write. Pick a game, any game, on console, tabletop, handheld, and come up with a release statement. I.e., what would you say to the public when this game could be released? You can check out the posts. There's already been a lot of posts, so you can have a template. Just kind of goofy releases or something serious maybe that you thought of on your own time, that kind of thing. Let us know. Of course, that gives you participation points for the Divisional Cup, and you are eligible for the award, Right, that the 3 winners of the So You Think You Can Write members get. I worded that really weird, but yeah.
Primal has gotten perfectly in the way of 2 different hits this game. It is remarkable.
It's lit. I bet you guys couldn't do that if you tried.
I would not want to. Unless I really didn't like my teammate.
I don't hate you guys, I don't think.
I hate
Can't
you,
be
though.
proven.
That guy doesn't like, Yeah. Hey.
Ooh.
That's in.
Ooh. There we go. I don't think there's any Weekend Warfare, or not Weekend Warfare, Headhunters this week. So stay tuned for that. If you guys do want some details on that, you can always check out the Headhunters spot on the forums. But the rest of our time was reserved for you, my good sir, ImPyyy.
Yeah.
I want to hear about divisional. I thought that was going.
A lot of rumors, a lot of hearsay, a lot of this and that.
Heard EO's already
I
won
dig it. Rumors are fun. Rumors never hurt anyone ever.
Never once.
Ah! No! I should have gone high. Oh.
Damn. He almost Let's add that.
So if my information is correct, the Divisional Cup is a returning aspect to KSI.
What do you mean? Like something that's existed before that we're
Yes,
bringing
previously.
back? False. Fun stuff.
False. Okay.
False. So, it is kind of a... I mean, it's a returning idea. This has been... I mean, this has really been kind of like a brainchild of Fuzzy for a long time. He's always wanted something that could keep the divisions involved and engaged, something that, like, some sort of structured competition that's year-round. And really, I mean, there may be communities that are bigger than us, there may be communities that play more tournaments than us or do whatever, but there's no community in the world right now that has the structure we have to be able to put on a 9-month competition, which is what this is. The goal has always been to have KSI have the participation and have the involvement and the structure to execute a year-long tournament. It's never been done. We've thought in the past that maybe we have the people to do so, but that's a nice goal. But you guys know how attrition works. You guys know that who's running Teeny today might not be who's running Teeny next month, though I certainly hope Kitty's not going anywhere. You know, who's running news might change, who's running productions might change, and there's been times in the past that productions has gone months without posting anything. There's been times when we've gone months without a tournament. We've gone 3 weeks, you know, in between tournaments in the past because of participation, but we finally have the structure in our departments and the participation from our divisions to actually make a year-long tournament be something that's feasible. And we're so proud of that. We've spent the last 4 months beta testing the Div Cup, creating the scoring system from scratch, creating the ideas of what counts, and creating kind of the criteria for what we think. Beyond that, I mean, that criteria and that scoring system kind of answers a question for us. For those that have been around, you guys know that what we try to do at the award show is we try to award Division of the Year. That is one award we try to award. But the question always gets asked, what makes a Division of the Year? Oh, I missed that bad. Sorry. But it's always been so up in the air as to what that means. Is it the division that grew the most? Is it a division that's split? A division that plays the game or exemplifies the sportsmanship aspect? What is it? Well, finally with the Div Cup, going from spring break through the end of the year, that gives us 9 months to be able to identify what the best division is. It encompasses so much of what this community is that it kind of gives us a mathematical formula to say what the best division in this community is. Gives the divisions a little bit of a place to brag and have some, you know, have some pride in what they're doing and have a competition to kind of prove. If your division thinks you're the best, this is how you prove it. This is how you can do it. That's a long explanation, but that's the overarching
That's a very
idea.
thorough explanation.
You mentioned the scoring system quite a bit. How does that work?
Well, we'll see if it changes. But this first year is really, even though we spent the last 4 months beta testing, we still probably don't have it perfect. And this first year is probably going to have some hiccups that are going to show us where we need to improve. But the basic idea has been, we want to first and foremost reward participation. We're here to play games. We're here to take advantage of what the community has to offer. So a good division will have people who participate in things. So we're offering basically like 1 point per person on like several different events. In the AAP, we offer points for the 7s posting up for the divisional of the months and taking advantage of that. On the off months that we don't do DOTMs, we do normal OTMs, and we offer a point for each person that goes in and nominates people. For AP, we're also introducing the DMP for milestones that divisions apply for and get. They get points per month. T&E, we offer points for participation in weekend warfare events. We offer points for news for So You Think You Can Write. We offer points for montage and clip submission for productions because we want people to participate there. It just allows for a comprehensive calculation of participation in the community. Now, on top of that, we all know that I always say there's 3 spheres of this community. I mean, we obviously have the web ops, we have the department ops, we have the clan ops. That's obvious. But a successful division and a successful time at KSI really revolves around 3 things. It revolves around participation in gameplay, it revolves around training and improvement, and it involves also the growth of the community, the recruitment of new people to participate. Obviously, every point I've listed so far is participation specific. We're also offering points for growth in the division. So a good division won't just have people who show up to the events and participate. Those are the largest chunk because that's the most important. But KSI sustains itself by replenishing with new members to enjoy the perks that we enjoy. So we also offer, for each month, the divisions get up to 10 points for growth. So if your division was at 300 at the end of last month, if you get up to 310 or higher by the end of this month, you'll get your 10 points for recruitment, for growth, because you're obviously taking an active part in recruiting people and playing a role there. For the training aspect, we try to tell people that we aim for a 10-to-1 officer ratio. When you're better than 10-to-1 for an officer ratio, that's normally something that can be handled. Obviously, the more officers you have, the better training you have, the better structure your division has. So if you have a 10-to-1 ratio at the end of a month or better, you get 5 points for officer staff. So even though the largest chunk is going to come from participation, your division can also get 15 points for growing and training up a good officer staff.
I didn't know that. I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, so when you put those things together, Team Snapchat sent me a snap. That's my only friend on there.
It's about cruise videos, by the way.
That's garbage. I hate that. Anyways, yeah, so it's supposed to be an all-encompassing thing. Is it gonna be perfect? No. One of the biggest struggles we actually had was trying to figure out how to do the point totals. Let's just back out for a little bit so I can get my mind going. But the original plan was to take how much a division grows and just give you points. So the original plan was, like, let's say EO just has a crazy month, and they have gone from 300 to 400. I don't know how you're growing 100 in a month, but let's say it happened. Yikes! That's 100 points. Congratulations, you probably won the month. That recruitment is probably just garbage mass recruiting that is just going to fall right back out next month. And this is supposed to be a positive thing. We don't want to penalize people for losing people. So let's say EO gets up to 100, grows by 100 this month. That's awesome. Next month they fluff it out and they lose 50. Well, we don't really want to get in the business of subtracting points. So we tried to create a methodology that was a little bit more metered. Growing 10 in a month shouldn't be that difficult. Adding a new person once every 3 days, if you're keeping up with fluff, that shouldn't be too difficult. And if you go above that, that's great. You shouldn't just confine yourself to the rubric. But we didn't want to unfairly sway the point total and misrepresent what this is about. This is all about participation. This is all about enjoying KSI. And this is all about really embracing the structure that we have here. You can go to other communities if you want, but you're not going to get the same feelings. The other thing that kind of plays in here too is trying to strive for the improvement and try to strive to remind people. Obviously, leaders in this community, whether you be a staff sergeant or lieutenant, or you're a director or a senior, you have a very tough job. Leadership is not easy, but creating that environment and keeping people focused on a goal or on reminding them of why they're here is so important. And what we've noticed through the first like 4 or 5 months of beta testing this since like October, November of last year, is our participation is growing as we keep this going. And that was before the points even counted. November, December, January, and February, and March were all throwaways. They didn't count towards anything. Like, awesome. Like, congrats to, like, I think DWEO, CD, and BM, I think those 4 divisions all won different months there. That's awesome. Great, congrats. But without those counting towards the Div Cup, we still saw steady increases in participation in our events. And I think everyone knows that the things we offer on the forums become more fun when more people participate, and the tournaments that we can Warfare host become more fun when the event isn't just 4 people, and it's 40 people. Poker's a lot more fun when you have a full table, instead of just like you and like 2 other dudes, you know? So, it's to improve what we have and to embrace what we have. And I think that the overall goal so far, I think not only have we seen better participation during that beta test period, I think we've also seen better member retention, because people are more taking advantage of what we have. We don't have as many people coming in that stay here for a month and then leave and say, KSI didn't offer me anything. I think more people are becoming more cognizant and aware of all of the things we have to offer. And I know I'm just going on and on, but this also reminds me of another thing that some people may not know. We don't know what the prize will be, necessarily. We're thinking about, like, a custom group or something, but every month that you win, every month that your division is the top division in the game, as per the Div Cup points, your division gets named Division of the Month. So whoever wins this first month of April is going to win our first Division of the Month title that we've had in some time. Now, Division of the Month is going to give you DMP, Divisional Milestone Program. It's going to give you milestones there, which is going to add on to your total for next month. So it's going to aid you as you go. But we're thinking about also implementing group changes and other forums type reward systems for division that win Division of the Month.
I'm not even sure what that means or entails.
Yeah, so you know how your name looks. Your name, if you're a brand new member, might just be that default blue. You're part of a group or something like department heads or something, you get like that nice white title. You become like a senior leader. You get like a lime green group. It's how your name appears on the forums. You see people with cool gifts and stuff. We may have a revolving cosmetic skin, if you want to call it that, where divisions that win for that month, that division can have a custom group. We're going to have a divisional of the month award that can get given out to any member of that division that requests it through the AAP. But these are things that we're still working on and trying to iron out. These are things that have been planned. May come through, may not. I'm sharing it so you guys can understand. If you guys have any cool ideas for what we have to offer or what we could offer, feel free. Think the current plan is whatever division does win Division of the Year at the award show that normally happens like the first or second week of January, we will be having some sort of prize giveaway for that division, like Microsoft point cards or something for them to give away to their division as a prize to make their members understand just how awesome they've been. It's not going to be easy to win Div Cup. It's not something where if you guys are great the first 3 months and then you fall off a cliff in month 4, you're not going to win the Div Cup. It should honestly go to that div that over 9 months has proven themselves to be the most active, to be growing, to have a good officer corps, and just generally, does stuff. We're not going to do any House Cup things like from Harry Potter, even though I joke about it, where the last night we just started awarding bullshit points to people. And 10 points to EO because Guy is doing this. No. It's gonna be down the middle, down the line like that. I should also make a point that in that scoring system, we're gonna create, if we haven't already, I gotta check the forums. There is going to be under the annual event section, there might already be there, our divisional cup section. that divisional cup section will be used for myself or any other leader that's involved with getting this information out to post up the monthly schedule and to post up the monthly standings and the overall standings. So anybody in this community who wants to see what events get points, or where their division is in this month's standings, or where they are in the overall standings, there will be a section on the forums under the annual events section for everyone to go look at that. What's going to be available. Some months we might have throwaway things that haven't existed before, like if we want to have like a forum challenge or a social media challenge, there might be something in there on that isn't going to be there every month. We might have like a poll on Twitter or on Facebook. It might be one or the other, or it could be both, and that'll get a division points. And we'll make them note about it at meetings, but you can find it out on your own if you just go to the section and pay attention. There may be nuggets hidden in there that can help your divisions grow and compete. There are certain challenges where we do limit the amount of points you can get. Obviously, I said in the growth, the most you can get is 10. For like, so you think you can write, and was it the montage and clips too? And then I think, and the town hall questions. I left out town hall questions, which is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I just posted our link for town hall questions. We limit those all to 10 because feel free to go over. If you're a division that wants to like really shoot for the stars, feel free. What we noticed during the beta was in order to kind of get crazy, the quality of the responses seemed to drop off as the number went up. And that's not what we're about. When So You Think You Can Write asks you to write something, or when a town hall question asks you to ask something, So You Think You Can Write does not mean give us one sentence. And the town hall question is not like, do you like me? Am I your friend? That isn't the point. The point of those things is to be what's
Progressive.
the word? Constructive, progressive, something like that. Yeah, something that helps the community out. When we ask for town hall questions or ideas or suggestions, we want good questions we can answer on stream. We want good ideas that we can bring up on stream for the community to listen to. Going in there just to pad your numbers and get your division's response up to like 20 town hall questions asked, and like half of them are just like throwaways, like, I'm sorry, what's your favorite color? Probably shouldn't be your only question in there. It doesn't do much. Congrats on the forums activity. Be proud of that. But we want to make the event a competition, true competition. We don't want to create a situation where one month or one event in a month can dictate everything. I'll bring up DW, because they had so many responses in one month that really they played a part in us changing up the rules. And it wasn't necessarily that like, their responses began to dwindle. They just kind of like, they overshot, like in a good way. But like it got to the point where I think in February, I think if DW participated in nothing else but town hall questions, productions clips, and So You Think You Can Write, DW would have won the entire month when there was 7 other events. And even though they participated in those 2, we don't want to. We want you guys to have a little bit of a challenge. We want you guys to have fun with it and have a friendly competition. We want it to be all-encompassing. We don't want to let certain things dictate everything. A sneaky division, because I said DW participated in everything. They had the most Weekend Warfare participation. They had the most Twitch Prime subs. They had a lot of things going on. But a sneakier division could have just posted town hall questions and So You Think You Can Write and won the entire thing with 0 participation anywhere else. That may technically get you the points, but I don't think anyone would argue that would be the best division. So, it's been a challenge to work on this in the beta form and get it to where it needs to be, but I think we're real close to where we need to be, and I think we've really had, like I said, some real good results from what we've had so far. So, is there any questions in the chat that they may have, or any questions you guys might have? as far as this goes?
I mean, I don't really have too much of a question as far as DMP goes, but I know personally, being a 7 within EO, I have got to play a large part in trying to help get the division, particularly, obviously, more so derived towards EO, just because I happen to be a co-founder over there. But now that I'm also doing the news show, you know, I kind of get to feed this information out to everybody within KSI, which is super dope. So, I personally think, as far as the scoring system goes, I think you guys have personally done a fantastic job. I have zero... And I am a guy that likes to find stuff to complain about. I really do. I will find something to complain about. You can ask Guy. But I have zero complaints, honestly, about the DMP. I think you guys have done a fantastic job with it.
Well, I appreciate that. I know one place that feels like it's been a bit lacking, and I have gotten the responses in the last month. I can't believe we never did a news story on it. I guess it's good we're doing this. But I had a talk with Fuzzy like a week or two ago about like people asking about the not just DMP but like Division Cup in general, like what gets points, how the system was, all that stuff. And I had the realization I had forgotten something very integral that I would love for the community to be aware of. And that's that, I mean, when we get the section up and running, like I said, the section might already be there, it just might not have anything in it. All of the information for Division Cup can actually be found in our revamped handbook. Fuzzy, Veritas, who else I shouldn't have even named any names other than Fuzz. I don't know. We had a handful of great people revamp our, well, I guess I too. We all worked together to revamp our handbook. You guys know on the forums, if you go under flagship section, we had a Clan Ops Information Center. And we had all these threads with all of this information. Well, we had the news page or the news site that had its list of information, and we had all this information strewn all about, and sometimes the policy was updated and sometimes it wasn't, and we wanted to like consolidate to one thing that had all the up-to-date information. And out of that, the new KSI handbook was born. There was a thread on the forums that has the KSI handbook. And the handbook gives you a rundown of like clan ops to clan ops things, department to department things, and it has Div Cup things. And it's really neat because if you go onto the handbook and you know Control F and you just type in Divisional Cup or Divisional or Cup, or I don't know if you can get it with Div Cup, it'll take you right to the section that literally lists all of the things that go into Div Cup and the concept of the program. The handbook should be, and really shouldn't kind of spread as we get through this year, the handbook should be a major go-to. We've really tried to include all KSI knowledge. Recruiting guidelines, code of conduct, policy, like, you know, like different transfer types, all these things. Ranks, everything, they're all in there. And the Divisional Cup's in there if anyone ever has any questions or ideas about it. And obviously, nothing that we do is really ever set completely in stone. Should someone read it, or should somebody have any ideas, they can always submit up their thoughts. We can revisit it. Like I said, I think we've done a good job getting Div Cup to like the final product, but I have no doubt whether it be during this first season or in that break between next award show and next spring break when we give everyone a reprieve from it, we may go back to the drawing board and add things, remove things, try new things. Because this is supposed to be a reflection of the community, and as we add new things or as we change things, I think that scoring system will absolutely change. And as this year goes on, if like, we don't know, we did a 5-month beta test, that was awesome. But we may get to September and the competition may be all wrapped up. And shit, well, that sucks because we kind of wanted to make October, November, December count too. So we'll have to see how this first year goes. I'm excited for it. I think that, like I said, we are the only community in this world. I'm not going to speak for other planets, but on Earth, we are the only community that has the structure and the participation to actually execute this. This has never been achieved before. This is not anything that any other main community on Xbox has done.
Yeah, and that's kind of something I would like to hit on about a lot in my division. Always trying to innovate, create new things, keep people active, and I really like seeing it that you doing it now. You know, obviously it's on a much larger scale, much more difficult for you guys to just take a whole community of 2,500 people and just change the way to do things. It's much more difficult. It takes a lot more thought process to go about it. But seeing you guys do that is super cool. I love seeing new innovative things. It gets more people involved, and it's getting the activity itself speaks volumes. It's crazy. I like it.
There was a question from the chat. How do Twitch subscriptions? Shout out to you, Adam, for gifting 2 subscriptions during this stream. That's super dope. How do Twitch subscriptions work for the division at all?
Well, yeah, I know I brought it up earlier, but I didn't go deep into it. I could, out of anything that we do, I could probably pitch our Twitch sub stuff more so than anything else. It is my personal favorite. What we do, and Twitch does not make this easy for us. At the end of every month, I email the list to myself through the account's email, and I run through and we see who subscribed over the last month. If you subscribe and pay your own money, that charge gets recurred every month. Now, obviously 3 tiers to subbing. There's tier 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2 is $5. Tier 2 is $10, and tier 3 is $25. Of the money that you subscribe with, KSI gets half of it. Now, we don't want Div Cup to be pay to play. We don't want it to be the more money you give us, the better chance your division has of winning. However, we have put the Twitch sub program into Div Cup as one of our events. Now again, out of everything I've listed for participation points, it is literally like Weekend Warfare is basically the largest chunk of it. Then news and AAP things are like probably the second largest, and really the subs is probably the smallest, even smaller than growth in officers. But we've added it to basically say we operate off of donations. This entire community is donation driven, ideally. What we've done is we've basically taken this Twitch sub program, we've streamed enough on Twitch, we get enough viewers, we have so many followers, we stream enough hours, we get enough views, that we have affiliate status, where we can get subscriptions. We take every subscription we get through KSI Live, throw it into a pot, and use that pot as our prize pool for upcoming events. Since last July, when this went, I think we've made $800 through the sub club. Now, we had to pay taxes on that, so a little bit of that goes away. But the main thing here is this. For spring break, we offered $200 worth of prizes, plus we offered $60 for the sub club lottery. Now, if you subscribe, you get a couple perks. You get a award on the forums if you go apply for it in the AP for the Twitch sub club. Get that award. You also are going to get a new member group called I Heart KSI Live. It is flashy, it is pink, it looks good, it looks wonderful. You'll get that. That gives you donor privileges, which gives you access to the VIP section, where all of our donors can talk, and we give you guys information to things ahead of time. This Div Cup thing was in the VIP area last year around like July, and we didn't even really announce it until like November. So you get a better chance to mold the community by having VIP access and going in there and looking at that. On Twitch, you get custom emotes, and you get access to the old broadcast as well. That is only, it might not actually be at the moment, but it will be going back. Only subscribers will get access to old broadcasts on the channel. We don't think we're ever going to make the chat subscriber only, because that isn't what we're about. But that's an opportunity down the line, depending on how many subs we get. I don't think we're going to hit that point. I don't want to worry about it. But there are definitely plenty of perks to subscribing. When you subscribe, you get entered into the Twitch lottery. If you're tier 1, and this is between events, you get 1 lottery ticket, quote unquote, per month that you sub between the events. So Spring Break just happened in March, and Spirit Week will be happening in June. So there's April, May, and then there's June. So there's 3 months in between the events. If you subscribe $5 a month, you will get 3 tickets in that sub club lottery. If you subscribe to tier 2 at 10, we've gone to 2 tickets, and if you subscribe to tier 3, you get 3 tickets. We used to do it 1 for every $5, but unfortunately the $25 subs won everything, so we've nerfed it a bit. That Twitch sub club lottery puts you into the drawing each event to win a prize. At Spring Break, we offered 2 loot crates. We offered either 3 months of like the loot teas or a 1 month of just the general loot crate. $30 to $35 value depending. But if you put in $5 a month from award show till Spring Break, which was 3 months, you put in $15. And if you were either KSI Flaw, Odin 7, or who was the other one? Havoc. KSI Havoc 7. If you were one of those 2, you put in $15 and you just got a $35 prize. We don't know what the prizes are going to be from event to event. Those are subject to change. They're subject to being something new and out of the box. But you get rewarded. So from award show to Spring Break, we roughly $200 to $220. Once again, at Spring Break, for the prizes to the winners and the sub club, we spent like $260. Obviously, there's a little bit that's missing in there. That difference is made up normally by the board. We put in our own money, our own prizes to make up that shortfall to make sure you guys get what prizes you've earned. The sub club is in here because that is vital to providing the prize pools for these events. So the more subscriptions that your division has, you get 1 point per sub. And at the moment, we don't even have it divided by tiers. Maybe that's something we could look at to give more points for higher tiers. But at the moment, it's 1 point per sub. Your division can make up ground there if you choose to support the channel that way. And really, you understand that your money's going directly to these prize pools. I mean, they're really going, the money's going right in and right out. Every prize that we get to offer. And the goal is, if we get to I think at the moment we're somewhere between 25 and 35 subs. If we can get to 50, if we can get to 50 subs every month, 50 subs would put us at $125 a month. That would give us roughly $250, $375, $375, $400 per event to work with. That would allow us to have larger events with more prizes, larger prize pools, larger prizes. It could allow us to start to maybe give out prizes for Weekend Warfare events and for other things, instead of just giving out events at prizes. Prizes at events. That sub-club money is vital to the prize pools that we offer. So that is in there. I know this was a very long explanation. This is my biggest thing I love to preach, because if you or your family or your friend or your parent or your ex, I don't care, if they have Amazon Prime, if anybody you know has Amazon Prime, you can link their Amazon Prime with your Twitch, and you can have a free sub each month. So for a service you either already pay for or you don't pay for because a relative or a friend has it and they allow you to link it, each month, every 30 days, you can subscribe to a new channel. If you subscribe to KSI Live, we don't care that you're not paying for it. You're still donating to the community, and you get your points for the sub lottery and for DivCop. So you can support KSI without even putting in any additional money. I do that. I have Amazon Prime, pay my $100 a year for Amazon Prime, and every month I get an email at the end saying your subscription is over, or your Prime subscription is over. You can reuse it now, and I go right back into KSI Live. I resubscribe right on the spot, and I contribute to the community that way. Anybody that has Amazon Prime can link their account and do this. So there's plenty of ways to contribute. This is, like I said, I just want to reinforce this is not going to be the primary reason for Div Cup. This is not a pay-to-play sort of thing, but it plays a big role in what we do. It allows us to do so much more. It allows us to really support our members through the prizes we do at these events.
I mean, we've definitely ran about 20 minutes over our time, but I did have one more question for you.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about our next big event real quick, and hopefully we can make this as quick as possible. But
Yeah.
I want to hear about Spirit Week. I want to know if there's anything you can reveal to us that we can let the fine individual.
Well, I'll make that quick. But actually, first I want to go back. Adam, when you gift sub somebody, they get the points. So I don't know if you've been giving it to everyone in other divisions or not, but it will be shown as they are subbing. So if you gave like all of your gift subs to like DL people, DL's getting all the points. Keep doing what you're doing. You're supporting the community. Love you for it. But wanted to make that one clear. Yeah. Right now, about all I can reveal for Spirit Week. Not clandestine, but we haven't really done a lot of the work to plan it. Spring break was very hectic, very busy. We then segged right into Easter was the next weekend, so we didn't have a meeting then. And then the meeting after that, we had WrestleMania. So this past Sunday was the first Sunday we've been able to meet. What I can tell you is I would definitely be expecting that Spirit Week will be one of the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks of June. And we're going to do it near the end of June. And really, we're going to get together with T&E here soon. We're going to really take a look at what events did well last year and what events have done well this year for Weekend Warfare. And we're going to try to apply those for Spirit Week. Since we're on the Div Cup too, I just want to reinforce as well, all of our big events, Spring Break, Spirit Week, Fall Classic, people, those events do not count towards the months in which they're being held. They stand alone. So when Spirit Week happens in June, if your division wins Spirit Week, that's awesome. You've won Spirit Week. That point total counts towards Div. It does not count towards June though. So the division of the month June could be a completely different division than what wins the event. So when you guys see these overall scoreboards, you're going to see like Spring Break, April, May, June, Spirit Week, July, August, September, Fall Classic, October, November, Turkey Bowl, December. And they're going to be divided up like that.
So that
but I
means
would
you can
anticipate
still win Division of the Month, even if you lose
correct
Spring Break
but,
or
for sure.
Spirit Bowl.
Yeah,
Or
and
Spirit
those
Week.
big events can really be like free points, quote unquote. But those events could really be the difference between you winning the year and you not winning the year. They really could be. Those events are pretty big point getters. I think right now our like average points per month for an average division is somewhere between like 75 to 100 points. Well, those events, each event will get you somewhere between 20 to 40 points probably, depending. And so that could make a big difference. I would expect that I think this year could be our best Spirit Week yet. I think we don't know all the details. Really, this coming Sunday is going to be our big planning extravaganza. We're going to have something concrete for you guys by the definitely by the beginning of May, I would think. Beginning of May, we'll have the baseline. By the middle of May, everything will be finalized to give you guys a full month to get teams together, to get people riled up and get excited. And I just think that really this is kind of setting up to be maybe the best Spirit Week we've had. I think last year's ran very smooth. T&E has been kicking some ass. We have wonderful departments and structure around it, and I really can't see any reason that this year's Spirit Week can't be the biggest and best that we've had.
That's actually really cool. I'm really excited. I'm personally super excited for Spirit Week this year. I think we need to actually start wrapping this up. So, I appreciate you coming on and speaking about the Divisional Cup for ImPyyy. I don't think anybody could have explained that nearly as thoroughly and as well as you did.
Well, you guys should have known better than to have a 30-minute show when you have me on. I try my best not to be over, but it happens. I want to make sure everyone understands. And if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to come ask me or Fuzzy or Greg or anyone on the board. Really, we can all pretty much answer your questions. And we want to make sure that you guys are informed so that you guys can have the best time you can participating. I think it's easier to participate in something you understand than something you don't.
Exactly. So I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching this week. I want to give a personal shout out to Adam. I think every week we have had this new show, he's been here and he's at least gifted at least one sub every week. Today he gifted 3 subs to people. That's super awesome. I appreciate everything you do, Adam. That's super, super cool. Any parting words of wisdom from you guys?
See you next week.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It was a blast.
Alright, the rest of you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.